Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening from whatever part of the world you're tuning in from. My name is Tracy Nauber, and I am your English expert for the IELTS exam. So, I'm a postgraduate student at the School of Education in Trinity Western University, Canada, and I'm currently en route to a PhD in English. So, my academic training is on TESOL, that's teaching English to speakers of other languages just like yourself, and I used to mark the IELTS exam at the British Council. So, my daily nuggets are designed to tell you some of the things that I failed candidates for and basically to help you overcome them. This week, we're working on the speaking module, and my topic for today is homophones. So, what are homophones? Homophones are words that sound the same, but they're spelled differently. So a lot of people do not know this, and when they write, they also will write words that they'll write a homophone for a word. So an example of one homophone that people often make a mistake with is being. So B-E-I-N-G and B-E-E-N sound the same because the G at the end of the being, B-E-I-N-G, is silent. So because it's silent, sometimes when people write, they do not know that they should, put the being properly and put the B-E-E-N in another concept. Now, aside being, there are other types of words in the English language that are pronounced the same way, but they sound very differently. Another word is bare. So bare, like to bare my chest, that's B-A-R-E, bare my chest. And then you also have to bear something, like if someone is asking you to bear this, bear the pain and all of that. Bear is also that's B-E-A-R. So you'll see that when words like that happen, you want to be very careful to be sure that you are getting the right homophone for that particular word. You can use the dictionary to do that. Dictionaries will help you very well. You can check out dictionary.com. That's a very good resource for you to check out which words are homophones and which ones are not. Also, I was telling you about some of the word apps that are on the Google site. So you can check out Google and helping you to make sure that you are using the right word at the right time with the homophone. Do not forget that homophones can raise their heads in your writing module and also in your speaking module. For your speaking module, you need to make sure that you're getting the pronunciation right. If you have the pronunciation right, then the next thing for you to aim for is your semantic meaning. What do you mean with that homophonic word? Are you trying to say the past tense of being, like you've been to school, or are you trying to say that you are being, like the doing verb, the verb that is present? So you want to watch out for things like that when you're using homophones. I'd encourage you to continue to read books more frequently. The more you read, actually, the better you will sound. There's something that happens in the brain when you read. Reading is a very private activity. You don't do it with anybody else. It's just you and your brain sitting in one part of your life and then going over the words. If you read consistently, you are training your brain to sharpen up words, to clean out the bad ones, and to keep the good ones going. Remember, you don't have to read anything complicated. You do not have to pick up a technical journal or a scientific journal. No. What you need to do is just to read anything that is nearby. It could be reading a billboard when you're driving on the road. It could be you reading the clipping of a newspaper while you're waiting for your bus at the bus stop. Whatever you can see to read, pick that up and read. Somehow, reading, according to research, has been tied to show that it helps people to speak better, to speak clearer. And when you're going in for your speaking test, remember that your examiner isn't trying to find out if you have the best accent in the world. Your examiner is not trying to find out if you can speak more British English than the Brits. What your examiner is trying to find out is how fluent you sound, how you're able to pick out the words at the right time based on the meaning that they're supposed to be communicating. With speech, you're not aiming for beauty and for ostentatiousness and making it look all colorful and flowery. No, you are aiming for communication when you speak. You want to speak so that the other person on the other end understands what you're saying. I hope that this video helped. So remember that next week I am having the IELTS writing course. It's a whole week long from the 9th of November 2020 to the 13th of November 2020. It costs 27,500 naira. That's about $60. And to register, all you have to do is send me an email to englishexpertforielts@theonlinelady.com with just your name and your phone number. I want to make an award-winning writer of you for the IELTS exam, and I hope that you'll give me a chance to do this. Remember that we are social. We're English Expert for IELTS everywhere on social media, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.